In a world like Yellowstone's, where betrayal is currency and power is everything, the question isn't whether one of them will die, it's which one will survive to tell the tale. Think about what it means if Beth kills Jamie. It's not just revenge, it's a seismic shift in the show's moral universe. Beth has always danced on the edge of villainy, but killing her brother, even an adopted one, would push her over the edge. It would change her forever. Killing Jamie would sever her ties to the past and free her from the emotional prison she's been living in for years. But it wouldn't be a clean break. It would be a final act of destruction, one that would leave her broken in ways we can't yet imagine. Beth might think it would give her peace, but we've seen enough of her character to know that peace isn't something she ever truly gets. In fact, peace may be the one thing Beth can never have. She's been forged by violence, betrayal, and pain, and while killing Jamie may seem like the perfect way to end the war between them, it might only be the beginning of a new kind of torment for her. Her entire identity has been wrapped around the hatred she feels for him. What happens when that hatred is gone? What happens when she has nothing left to fight for? No one left to hate? It might not bring her peace. It might break her, leaving her with a hollow emptiness that she's never experienced before. But here's the twist no one's ready for. What if Jamie kills Beth first? It would be the most shocking moment in the series, and one that would ignite every single Dutton into full-blown war. Rip would hunt Jamie to the ends of the earth. John would unleash political hell. The Yellowstone ranch would become a battlefield again. And Jamie, already isolated and hated, would go from outcast to dead man walking. Jamie killing Beth would be a turn that no one expects. We've always seen him as a weakling, someone who's tried to play nice, to be the one who doesn't get his hands dirty. But in season 6, we've already seen him becoming more desperate, more dangerous. If Jamie realizes that he has nothing left to lose, that he's cornered and facing certain death, would he take the ultimate step and kill Beth first? Could Jamie, the man who's always played second fiddle to the Duttons, finally rise up and take what he feels is owed to him? The psychological toll of everything he's been through might break him, turning him into a monster that we never thought possible. If Jamie kills Beth, it would ignite a new kind of war. It wouldn't just be about family feuds anymore. The entire Dutton legacy would be at stake. It would tear the Duttons apart, shattering any semblance of unity they had left. The collateral damage would be catastrophic. The Yellowstone Ranch, the thing they've fought for all these years, would be on the verge of collapse. This isn't just drama. It's the final act of a Greek tragedy. Beth and Jamie aren't characters that can find peace. One of them has to go. And Taylor Sheridan, the creator of Yellowstone, has been building toward this moment for years. For as long as we've been watching, it's felt like something has to give. And with season 6 expected to be the final chapter of the main story, there's no more room for half measures, no more warnings, just consequences. If Beth kills Jamie, it's the end of a long, drawn-out battle. But if Jamie kills Beth first, it's the beginning of a new war, a war that the Duttons might not be able to win. So what does all this mean for season 6? Expect scenes filled with tension. Expect betrayals stacked on betrayals. Expect moments where neither Beth nor Jamie can trust anyone, not even themselves. They've built their lives around power, manipulation, and revenge. But in the end, only one can win. Both of them have committed unspeakable acts in their pursuit of power. And when it's time to pay the piper, only one of them will walk away. In season 6, the stakes are higher than ever before. This isn't just about family drama anymore. It's about legacy, survival, and whether Beth and Jamie can escape the destructive cycle they've been caught in for years. The emotional weight of their conflict will be felt in every scene, and when the dust settles, the Yellowstone Ranch, and everything it stands for, will be irrevocably changed. Expect betrayals that cut to the bone. Expect secrets that will be exposed, shattering whatever remains of their fragile alliance. Expect moments where the boundaries between right and wrong, loyalty and betrayal, are blurred beyond recognition. And most of all, expect a death that will change the show forever, because Beth and Jamie are headed for a final showdown, and there's no chance they both survive. Now let me give you my theory, the one I think is most likely. Beth Dutton has never been one to play by the rules, but season 6 might just be where she crosses the final line, and Jamie Dutton, her adopted brother and lifelong rival, may not survive what's coming. For years, fans have watched their toxic, brutal relationship spiral deeper into betrayal, rage, and manipulation. But with everything building toward a final clash, could Beth really kill Jamie? And what would drive her to do it? Let's break down all the clues, the theories, and the chilling moments from past seasons that suggest this deadly ending isn't just possible, it might be inevitable. Beth and Jamie's war started long before the events of the show. Their hatred isn't about power or land. It's personal, born from a secret that shattered their relationship forever. When they were teenagers, Beth got pregnant. Scared and unsure what to do, she turned to Jamie for help. Instead of protecting her, he took her to a clinic that sterilized her without her knowledge or consent. Beth never forgave him. She sees it not just as a betrayal, but as the murder of the life she could have had. And in season 5, she told him flat out, she wants to watch him die screaming. That's not TV drama, that's a death sentence. But let's go deeper into what that betrayal really means for Beth. It wasn't just a random mistake or a lapse in judgment. It was a calculated, life-altering decision. Beth's life, her future, and her ability to have children were stolen from her. She was pushed into a situation where her voice didn't matter, and the person she trusted the most, Jamie, made that irreversible choice for her. In the eyes of Beth Dutton, that's unforgivable. That's why, when we hear her say she wants to watch him die screaming, it's not just about rage, it's about reclaiming what was taken from her. In season 5, Beth's rage hit new heights. She discovered Jamie had a child of his own, the very thing she was robbed of. You could see it in her face, pain, jealousy, and that deep, seething anger that only Beth Dutton can deliver. And then came the moment that shifted everything. Beth confronted Jamie about his involvement in the assassination attempts on her family. Jamie didn't deny it. Instead, he warned her that if she pushed him, he'd reveal the train station, the Duttons' secret place for making enemies disappear. That was a mistake. Beth now had ultimate leverage. She told John. She took photos. She threatened Jamie's life, his career, his son, and everything he had left. The war wasn't just back on, it was entering a new phase, one that can't end with both of them walking away. This isn't just sibling rivalry anymore, it's a war of survival. Beth's threats weren't just empty words. She's the kind of person who takes action. So when she says she's going to destroy Jamie, you better believe she means it. Some fans think Beth wouldn't go that far, that no matter how cruel she can be, she's not a killer. But those fans aren't paying attention. Beth has already committed multiple felonies on this show. She's beaten people, blackmailed powerful figures, and destroyed lives without blinking. The only reason she hasn't killed Jamie yet is because she's playing a longer game, one where his death is more than just revenge. It's justice in her mind. It's balance. Killing Jamie would be more than an act of retribution. It would be the final, painful closure to a chapter of her life she's never been able to escape. But here's the thing. Jamie knows that. He knows Beth is capable of anything, and he's not sitting around waiting for his fate to be sealed. Instead, Jamie starts plotting his own survival. In season 5, we see a different side of him, a desperate side. Jamie realizes he's being hunted by Beth, and he decides that the only way to protect himself is to strike first. He meets with Sarah Atwood, the scheming outsider who wants to bring down the Duttons, and the two begin plotting to have Beth killed. It's cold, it's calculated, and it proves one thing. This isn't a fight either of them can walk away from. This isn't just sibling rivalry anymore, it's a deadly game of chess, where every move could be their last. If Beth finds out, and let's be honest, she always does, there's no coming back. She's like a bloodhound when it comes to getting what she wants. Her ability to outwit, outlast, and outfight anyone who dares to cross her is legendary. But what happens when Jamie starts playing the same game? Now here's where season 6 becomes the ultimate powder keg. The stakes are higher than ever, and with both Beth and Jamie planning each other's downfall, the tension is palpable. They've been at odds for so long, but now it's personal. The idea of one of them killing the other is no longer a far-off theory, it's a legitimate possibility. Both have the motive, both have the resources, but only one can survive. Beth will find out about Jamie's murder plot early in the season, but instead of killing him right away, she'll trap him. She'll use his son, his career, and the train station against him. She'll isolate him, humiliate him. She'll destroy every piece of his life until he has nothing left. And just when he's at his lowest, she'll give him a choice: disappear forever or die. And because this is Yellowstone, I think Jamie chooses death. Not because he's brave, but because he finally sees what he's become. Beth won't cry, she won't flinch. She'll bury him like she's buried every part of her pain, and then she'll walk away, not healed, not happy, but finished. That's what I believe. That's the ending I see. But what about you? Do you think Beth would really kill Jamie? Or will Jamie strike first? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And don't forget to subscribe, because next week I'm covering the biggest question of all. Will Rip and Beth leave the Yellowstone Ranch forever? You won't want to miss it.